Good morning, and thanks for starting your day here with us on Daybreak. I'm Kara Sulin for Dia Wall.
And I'm Matt Howardson, joined by meteorologist Greg Fields and traffic anchor Erica Lopez. How's everything going this morning, guys?
Not too bad. Just a little bit of overnight road work in Tarrant County. Otherwise, the roads are quiet so far.
All right. Was it warm enough for you yesterday?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna heat up again today. That's what we're dealing with out there. But we also have a chance for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms a little bit later as we get into this afternoon. So we'll talk about that coming up here in just a moment. But let's get you out the door right now. Very warm, 81 degrees at Fair Park right now. You can see looking back at downtown Dallas, good looking morning, but it is very warm as you see out there right now. So we have gotten below 80 degrees though in many locations around North Texas. Once we get outside the Metroplex, low 70s in fact as you get out to Denton at 72, 73 there for Sherman and Gainesville, even some upper 60s getting out toward Bowie, and then we'll have those lower 70s heading over to Terrell and Canton here this morning. So yes, starting out very warm, muggy out there for you once again. Here is that day planner. Plenty of sunny skies as we get into this afternoon, but that's when we'll start to see maybe a few showers and thunderstorms later today. Coverage is going to be fairly low, 20, maybe 30%. It is going to be hot and humid. We'll be up around 95 or so for that high. Those winds out of the east and northeast at around 5 to 10 as we head later into today. And we will see that heat index again up around 100 here this afternoon. And more rain chances as we go through the rest of the week as well. We'll talk more about it coming up. But now let's get back over to Erica checking on traffic.
Greg, thank you so much. 5:02 on your Tuesday morning. Traffic impact drive in Tarrant County on that southeastern portion where we have lots and lots of road work here. We're seeing it again at I-20 in England this morning. Still moving, not a full closure. A little bit tough to tell, but crews are working to kind of clear things out through the area. I'll show you where this is on the map and show you what the map looks like in general. A lot of green out here otherwise, but again, that southeastern portion of Tarrant County where we've got the Southeast Connector project through the Forest Hill area. A little bit slow. We usually see this clear at the latest by 6 o'clock. So I'll, of course, be keeping a very close eye on that for you. 35E in Denton County and McCormick Street looking fantastic. As you saw, the very green map, not a whole lot of problems to worry about. And as you leave the house in McKinney, 75 in Collin County here at 380 is looking very good. Matt and Kara.
All right. Thank you so much, Erica. A piece of land once home to a longtime Dallas mall could soon look a lot different.
If the Dallas Mavericks get what they want, it'll be completely re-envisioned to house the team and its fans.
Janelle Thorpe is live where the old Valley View Mall used to be with what's on the table as the team begins to step away from the AAC.
Well, Matt and Kara, this goes well beyond just building a new arena here. The Mavs have what's called an option agreement to purchase 104 acres here at the old mall. And the vision is to turn it into a full-on entertainment district. We're talking hotels, retail, green spaces, the works. And while none of this is a done deal yet, it definitely has people talking already. So for some fans, the possibility of the Mavericks leaving downtown after more than 40 years is a tough pill to swallow. But others see this as exactly the kind of project this site has been waiting for. The biggest update overnight is a statement from the current property owner, Scott Beck, who is fully embracing the idea. He says a Mavericks arena could help unlock additional investment, not only here at Valley View, but potentially at Redbird Mall as well, because of the way the city's tax increment financing districts were originally structured. In his words, the Mavericks are exactly the kind of transformational partner that this vision deserves. And that's really become the silver lining in all of this. While this is undoubtedly a blow to downtown Dallas and years of efforts to keep the team in the urban core, the team says the site checked most of the boxes they established during their search and called it their best option for staying inside of Dallas city limits. Now, before anybody starts picking out seats in the new arena, there is still a long road ahead. The Mavericks only have an option agreement on the property right now. The project still has to go through Dallas's zoning process, and ultimately Dallas leaders will have a major say in whether this vision becomes a reality. And coming up at 6, we will talk with Councilwoman Gay Willis about all of this. Sending it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you so much, Chanel. The Mavericks' move to get out of downtown comes amid a legal battle with the Stars over control of the AAC. Right now, the Stars are appealing a judge's ruling to cancel a jury trial and give the Mavs sole operating control of the arena. The conflict beginning back in 1999 when both teams agreed with the city of Dallas to jointly lease and operate the arena. The judge ruled the Stars did leave Dallas when they moved their headquarters to Frisco, opening the door for the Mavs to take over their stake.
The Mavs' decision to leave the AAC creates a new challenge for city leaders deciding whether or not to fix the aging city hall. Luke Clary spoke to Dallas Councilman Adam Bazadula and a long story short.
The council member told me that he believes that with the Mavericks leaving downtown for this new site and this decision now, the debate over what to do here is about to get a lot more honest.
Now we can talk about City Hall just being City Hall, believing that if we were to make a drastic decision like getting rid of City Hall, that it would in fact result in the Mavericks building a stadium here. That was never guaranteed. Should have never been a part of the conversation. They're staying in the city of Dallas. They're going to bring vibrant economic growth to a parcel of land that has sat dormant and vacant for far too many years.
Well, you can check out Long Story Shorts right now on demand on WFA Plus, and remember, it's free to download to your TV.
All right, new overnight, officials in Ukraine say at least 14 people are dead after Russian missile and drone strikes. They say dozens of others are hurt or trapped under the rubble. And this comes after Ukraine's president warned that Russia was preparing for a renewed assault. Ukrainian officials have been pressing allies for more air defense missiles to counter Russia's ballistic missile attacks.
There is still work to be done before a case that made headlines across the country can go to trial in Collin County.
Key milestones are expected over the next few days as the court searches for jurors to weigh a deadly stabbing at a high school track meet.
Chris Sadeghi is outside the courthouse now, and he's going to talk about what is still to come. Chris.
Yes, Kara, there will be no court today in the trial. However, the jury selection process will continue to take shape. Here is the hopeful timeline that they have for jury selection. They started with around 600 people summoned to court on Monday. Right away, 50 or so were dismissed due to conflicts or circumstances that would have kept them from serving on the jury. And today, the attorneys will be looking over the questionnaires the remaining 550 people filled out. Their goal is to trim that number down to 250 who will receive a call or message by the end of the day to return to court Wednesday morning for more detailed one-on-one questioning from the sides, who will aim to have 12 jurors and 6 alternates seated by Thursday morning for opening statements. Carmelo Anthony is charged in the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf at a Frisco track meet, and the case has received plenty of media coverage. During court on Monday, Judge John Roach asked the group if they could base their decision solely on evidence they hear in court and stressed the importance for all of them to avoid any discussion of the case outside the courtroom. He warned that failing to follow those instructions could place them in contempt of court. He also went over the schedule for this trial. They will hold court each day from 9 in the morning to 6 in the evening, including on Saturdays for a period of about 2 weeks. Matt and Kara, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Now, to get up to speed on this case, we have posted a special that includes the complete timeline of what happened. You can watch it on demand on WFA Plus right now. Now let's get to 3 things you need to know this morning. There's more fallout after a longtime mural in Dallas was painted over. The artist, Robert Wyland, just filed a $25 million federal lawsuit against FIFA and the building's owners. Wyland's iconic whale mural was painted over last month to make way for a new World Cup mural. Wyland says no one ever got his permission and that his art was protected by federal law. Senate Republicans will meet today to go over President Trump's $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund that would have paid those who were prosecuted for attacking the Capitol on January 6th. The fund has received bipartisan pushback, and the president says he'll abide by a recent court ruling temporarily blocking it as a legal challenge plays out in court. And the city of McKinney could approve more improvements tonight as it moves closer to launching the 3rd commercial airport in North Texas. On the agenda is an $850,000 deal to hire a company to create construction plans for a new taxiway. City Council has already signed off on more than $7 million for the project.